If it wasn't for the beans, they come out the can. I'm gonna peas, the beef, the rice and the spam, the milk and bread being bought at the grocery store. I tell ya, I couldn't eat no more. 'Cause let me tell you, my wife is like she can't. Lord, if I thought she could read, I would buy her a book. But all she knows how to do is a fuss and holler. She don't even know how to boil water. Let me tell you what we had last night on a dinner table. A canned green bean, cold spinach and tomato. The nasty stuff I say you ever wanna see. And she was trying to feed it to me. Let me tell you, I think that woman just a downright late. 'Cause I hear the sister come with cold cuts and gravy. A cold cuts and gravy in a one big bowl. I thought I'd choke, but I got through when she said, "Spit it out, spit it out. What you say? Oh, ooh. Spit it out, spit it out. Oh, but I guess I'm gonna eat the slop any old way, so don't you get me wrong. I love that girl. I guess I'm about the craziest old man in the world. But I got to love her 'cause I got no friends. Oh, here she come with red beans and onions again, and she say, "Spit it out, spit it out. What you say? Oh, ooh."
We're making ramen, a noodle soup with a very rich broth. One thing with ramen is you gotta put what you like in there. So, you don't have to follow our recipe, and I'm sure we're probably Americanizing it a little bit, making it a little bit easier. But there's tons of recipes you could Google and try out different ways. We're gonna make it a little bit fun the way we like to make it, or the way we made it last time, and we're gonna have some fun with it. So I'm looking forward to cooking ramen on tonight.
Let's go. You wanna?
Let me roll my sleeves up.
Whatever.
So, I
need some
think,
help?
no, I just was, I'm thinking about ramen. Ramen is it could be very intricate. It could have it could be hard, or it could be easy. So if you live in an area like we do, and you've got a grocery store with a lot of Asian ingredients, like we have H Mart close to us, you can get a lot of things that you need, and they're semi-prepared. So we're going to talk about that today. We're not making noodles from scratch, or we're not really making a broth from scratch, but we are going to talk about it. So let me grab a bag because I want to show people some things.
Oh, what's this?
All right, so we're making ramen, right? We're making ramen. Ramen, a noodle soup with a very rich broth. Let's look at it. So we're going to use this pack today. So this is by, I believe it's called Myojo, and it's a ramen mix. Now, if you go to H Mart, they have this in the refrigerated section. When you open this pack up, you're going to get some wheat noodles, and you're going to get, let me rip that, you're going to get a broth concentrate. So they're not giving you anything else. But this will get you started quickly. This is really, it's fresh noodles. It's fresh pasta.
So is it done?
Yeah, no. So you got to cook this. So this cooks for about a minute. That's about it. So think about when you're getting.
Because it's not as hard as the regular.
Let me see.
We have regular ramen. It's not as hard.
I don't know if we have any here. No,
we don't.
We don't have any. But that's you're talking about oodles and noodles. And they have a brand called ramen, so that's not really ramen. But you could buy that, and you could doctor it up, and you could hook it up, and do something with it. Now, I did take this. This is a chicken flavor broth mix. I got it by the Shanghai brand, and I got this over at H Mart as well.
Okay.
2 teaspoons and actually it tells you here, 2 teaspoons and 4 cups of. Yep, 2 teaspoons and 4 cups of water, and you get a really rich broth. So what I did was I threw some in a pot already, and I added some mushrooms, and I added some green onions so it could start getting some flavor.
Okay.
And that's if I wanted extra broth or if we're going to do something else. So I wanted to have that ready.
Did you drop this in? What's this?
I didn't, because I want to show everybody how you make this one.
Okay.
This one is very simple. I mean, it's literally boil this with like a cup of water, and you're done.
Okay.
And that's it. These boil for 1 minute. Put these in the bottom of the bowl, put your toppings on top, and add your broth, and you're done. Okay. But when you go out to the restaurant and you get some ramen, you kind of want your ramen to look like that, right? That looks, you can see the pack
Yeah.
on there. So we have the soft boiled egg. I want to do that. You have the, it's kamaboku, if I'm pronouncing it correctly, which is like a processed white fish. And then we've got some green onions in there. We've got some
Chicken.
seaweed in there.
Yeah,
And of course, we got chicken. So it's like a cashew style chicken. So it's basically like a version of barbecue chicken. We're using chicken. Sometimes you'll see they do the rolled pork. I'm going to mix some chicken breasts and chicken thighs together and fry them and do that cashew style. And we're going to put that on top of the chicken.
Okay.
All right.
All right. So
let's.
we have.
Go
So
ahead.
what we have here? We have some
All right. So let's talk about the
boneless,
ingredients.
skinless chicken breasts that
Yeah.
you tenderized.
And boneless, skinless thighs. Now, I would say get the skin on it. When I was at the market today, they did not have boneless, skinless. I mean, they only had boneless, skinless
Okay.
thighs. I would prefer to just get some thighs, cut the bone out yourself, and have the skin, or at least get boneless thighs, but with the skin. You
Okay.
want that skin adds flavor. It's going to be nice and crispy on top.
Yeah.
Of course, salt and pepper staples. We've got some bamboo shoots, shiitake mushrooms, seaweed, our boiled eggs. We've got some ginger, green onion. We've got scallions, which is the green onion, jalapenos. We got some sake, real sake, not just cooking sake. We've got some soy sauce. We've got some marin. We've got the red kamaboku, and we've got some bean sprouts.
This looks really. What is this?
All right. So this is the processed fish cake that we were talking about. So I
I
left.
see that a lot in the ramen.
I left that on there so we'd know exactly what it was.
Oh, that was that.
You
smell.
see this?
Yeah, I see it all the time.
Smell it. So it's processed white fish. We're going to steam this, and then we're going to slice it, and we're going to
Okay.
place that on top of the ramen. Okay.
Yeah, I seen that when we had that Whole Foods.
Yep. Whole
Yeah.
Foods used to have a ramen section. They no
Yeah.
longer have. So that one that's swirly right there in the middle
Yeah,
on the
okay.
pack, that's what it is. So let's get now look at their egg. I'm glad we got the pack here. Their egg is not marinated. So we want to do our egg marinated real quick. So that's what we're going to do first.
Okay.
And with the eggs, it's all about timing. So let's do that. And after we do that, we could start boiling some ramen. Again, this ramen cooks really quick, so we can save that to the end.
Okay. This great make me. I want to start dancing. You know how when you great get a good meal, you know, as a kid, you start doing dances. You know how to do.
Nope, none of us.
For all y'all who can't see, my toes is wiggling right now. And I
None
don't
of
know-
us know about
I'm
that.
not a toe wiggler.
All right. So I just turned my water on to boil, and inside of my water, I need to put about a tablespoon of vinegar. Now, there's a million different type of ways.
And wait, what you mean in this?
No,
Oh,
no. I have my water boiling. I'm gonna put a tablespoon of vinegar in there. Boom.
now okay.
Alright.
So you had that pre-boiling for the eggs.
I got it boiling right now. I just turned it on.
Okay.
But you're going to see online a million different type of ways to make boiled eggs. We're making a soft boiled egg. As you could see when we were showing you the pack, the egg was a little soft, right? Okay. When I first started eating ramen, I would kind of avoid the egg. I didn't know what kind of egg it was. I knew it was brown. And, you know, back then you didn't just Google things all the time like you do now. So I'm like, I don't know what a brown egg is. I've never seen a brown boiled egg. I'm not eating it. And then I thought maybe it was a quail egg or something like that. Then I found out the quail eggs are really small, so it wasn't a quail egg. It was a boiled egg that had been marinated in, like, you know, soy sauce and different spices. So now I know that, and then I tried the egg.
It was good.
I'm like, the egg is almost the best part.
Yeah.
So we're going to figure out we're not going to figure out, we're going to make that egg right now. All right, so I've got some eggs here.
And you have
I have a thumbtack here.
thumbtack. Now this is key to get it
All
the
right,
right way.
so you want the egg to be smooth. If you ever boiled the egg and you notice in the back of the egg sometime there's like a dimple.
Where's what you mean? This the back? What you?
Yeah, like the wider part.
Okay.
So the wider part or the base of the egg sometimes has a dimple. We're going to stick this in there so that it doesn't do that. Now, I know when I made eggs, you never wanted to crack the egg, right?
Yeah.
So putting a hole in it sounded crazy. And I thought it was going to be really hard. So actually, you want to do it? I'll do one and you can do the rest. So just Boom, that's it. Poke the hole in it. That was easy. It didn't break the whole egg.
Now
or
watch
anything.
my crazy.
Okay.
See, I'm heavy-handed, so.
Yeah, so be delicate with it. Yeah, kind of. Yeah, just keep.
Oh, see?
You broke the egg. Okay.
I told you I can't do
All right,
it.
I'm gonna do one more for you, and then you could do another one.
Babe,
All right, so
no,
wiggle
you
it in.
you got it.
You got it. My wife has to
goodness.
eventually learn how to cook. All right.
All right, wait. So
It
this
doesn't
side,
matter. I think
this
go
side
ahead.
a
You
little
could-
bumpy.
Yeah, go ahead. So slow. Hold the egg front tight though. Don't make sure you.
I don't
want to
crush it though.
Okay, kind of wiggle it and push it in. Is it going? There you
Oh,
go.
geez.
You got it. Take it out.
Oh,
All right. Right.
all right.
So that waters to a rolling boil.
So the ones that we poke, we gonna put in there.
Yes,
Okay.
but you have to time it. Timing is key. So we need a timer. I've got a timer over here
How
somewhere.
long we have to do it for?
6 minutes. Here's a timer. So I'm going to set this timer real quickly for 6 minutes.
Okay.
As soon as I
So,
find start, and we got to put all the eggs in there
okay,
gently. Put them in for 6 minutes,
okay.
and that so much for gently. All right.
Sit them in there gently for 6 minutes.
6 minutes, and
Okay.
then we're going to take them out and give them an ice bath so that they can stop cooking because we want them soft, right?
Soft. Okay.
All right, so I got some water going in. I got some water going in, my ice bath, and I'm gonna drop them in there. While the eggs are doing that, we're gonna start to prepare our marinade for the eggs. Okay.
Okay. All right. So we poke them 6 minutes in the water, and then when they come out, we're gonna put them in the ice bath so they can stop cooking.
Yes.
Okay.
All
Cool.
right.
Cool
So,
beans. Cool beans.
All right. We got so many ingredients today.
Yes.
Okay, so let me have these here. So this cutting board is what I just
You
want
need
the
cutting
cutting
board?
board.
Okay.
Yep. And let's have some ginger.
These are the ingredients for
Our marinade.
the marinade. Okay.
Yep. So I'm just going to peel this ginger.
You want me to get the peeler?
What, we have a ginger peeler or something?
No, we just have the peeler.
Nah.
No, we don't have a ginger peeler, but we have a slicer to get it all
today,
easy enough.
yeah, today I'm the slicer.
Okay.
And we're not using a lot. That's the only reason why, I'm just going to clean him up real quick. And the ginger smells so good.
It does.
Ginger is going to add a real nice flavor to it. All right. And we're not eating it, so I probably didn't even have to worry about getting it that clean. But that always helps. And I did pre-rinse. I pre-rinsed everything ahead of time.
Look at you. You is smart. You is intelligent.
Okay. I'm quoting the help now.
Let me stop, because I know how you get.
Okay.
The help.
Yeah, that's what you sound like, the movie The Help. All right, so I got my ginger here. I'm going to cut this ginger up. And after I cut this ginger up, I'm going to cut some garlic up.
All right, so you need some garlic next. How many cloves do you need?
2. 2 should be good. 2 real potent ones. Let's get this minced up really nicely first.
Look at you. You was go ahead. It's your bad self. Go ahead.
All right, so we can get rid of these stems on here.
Watch your hand on that
All
knife.
right, the only,
Yeah, Grace said you.
I'm pushing it too much over. All right, let's get rid of that then.
You could have left it on the edge.
All right, so I got to bang for a second. All right, that was a little note to technical.
That was a little note to production.
All right, wasn't too bad.
Production.
All right.
All right.
All right.
So what other ingredients do you need for the marinade?
So now we're gonna need some mirin. That's this one.
Now,
So
what are we putting this into?
we're gonna put this into a pan and we're gonna boil it. So
So you need a pan?
I got one right here. So
Okay.
let's put this in here. Let's get it all in the pot.
With some mirin? How much mirin do you need?
Okay. Hold on. You want to crack that open?
Oh, they
for me?
smell good. Those two
Together, right?
together, yeah.
Yes. let's keep an eye on our timer for our eggs. So
how much do you need for this?
we got 2 minutes left. All right, so we're gonna need a teaspoon.
Of mirin?
No, not a mirin. Where's the teaspoon? Right here. Of the white vinegar. Do the white vinegar first while I get some measuring cups out.
White vinegar inside of the marinade?
Right inside the mix. Yep.
Ooh, this vinegar is strong.
All right.
Ooh.
Quarter cup. Got to
Okay.
leave these all out. Okay. Now we're going to do. Keep an eye on that time. All right. So. Mirin. Let's do on the mirin. Just two of these.
Okay.
1, 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
And we're going to do a quarter cup of soy sauce. Here you go. Soy sauce is right there. All right. Keeping an eye on that time.
A quart. This. Is this a?
And I'm going to get you some sugar.
Sugar?
Yep. So I'm going to do about a teaspoon of sugar.
Okay. It's a lot of ingredients for the marinade. So we have ginger, garlic, sugar, soy sauce, white vinegar.
Yep. And now we just need 1.5 cups of water. So let me get my measuring cup for the water.
It should be right there at the top.
This one?
Yeah.
Is this it? Yep.
Yep.
All right. So 1.5 cups of the water. And we're almost time, right? Yep. Let's see. 20 seconds left for the timer. So I need 1.5 cups. All right. 1.5 cups of water. All right. We're going to put that on the stove and bring it to a boil.
Okay.
And in the meanwhile, let me get an oven mitt for this.
Oh, there goes our timer.
There's our timer, and I got the eggs. All right. Eggs are coming off.
And they're going in the
ice bath. So I'm draining the hot water off first. All right.
Let me stop your timer.
All right. Now let's put this marinade on. And I'll turn it down a little bit because we got to work a little bit. So now we've got to get those eggs peeled.
Ooh.
Yeah.
They had. Oh, these the ones you already did?
Yeah, so I did these ones earlier, but these ones we put in the ice bath, so they're probably not that hot either.
Well, let's just do these ones since
Well, I want to see. Let's see. Let me come over here. These are the ones I just took out. No, they're fine. All right.
You sure?
I'm sure. So.
But why don't you just do the ones that's already not wet and?
Well, because if they're wet, the shell's gonna slide off a little bit easier. All right. So here's the ones we just did, and I want to see how they look too. So they're really soft. So we gotta be very delicate with it. All right. Let's get some more water in there. And.
Oh yeah, I see how they. The middle looks.
Yep. And I'm going to. Oh, you gotta work. Grab an egg, dear. Yeah.
I don't know about. Are they hot?
No, they're not hot.
Did you bang it?
Be careful, yeah, but not too much. I'm being real delicate with it. If you need some more water,
how many of these are we peeling?
We need a little 6. Okay, this one. You see, this one's still. He's really soft. Okay. So I'm gonna set them in here. All right. Okay. Yep. All right. So we've got our eggs here. I'm gonna put the eggs.
Okay.
Now, typically, I would like to put these eggs in a glass jar, but this is what I. Sorry.
You're trying to burn me,
This
sir?
is what I have readily available. So this is the mix that we just made. We let it come to a boil. I'm going to pour it on top of our eggs. Boom. I'm going to cap it off. and we're just gonna let this sit until
Oh
we serve
yes,
our
that's
ramen.
gonna be good.
All right. You want
With
to
that garlic. Oh, that smells good.
now you do want to do this, like 3 hours in advance if you can. It's very hot, babe.
And it looks good. It smells good. Ooh.
So I'm just setting it to the side, and
Now we gotta get our chicken. We gotta get started with that.
the chicken, believe it or not, does not take long. Doesn't take long. So our
So what did you do with that?
kamabuku, it comes on this plank like this, so you don't have to do anything extra to it. I'm going to put this in our bamboo steamer basket and let this begin to steam.
All right.
So
Let
that
them
it's
see. Did they see the bamboo steamer? Can they see that?
yeah, I think everybody has seen us cook on this before. Bamboo steamer basket. I literally just set it on there. I'm going to cover it and come back and get that a little
Sit
bit
that down
later.
in the water. Let me wash my hands.
All
You
right.
come back over here, sir.
So, trash for me. All right, so now we got this chicken. I've got some string here for the chicken. I'm going to do like a roll
Oh yeah,
chicken.
we did that before.
Yep. And then we're going
Roll it, roll it.
Go ahead. You want to go over there?
Hey, hey.
All right.
All right.
So, if I had my chicken thigh with the skin, I would have the skin on the outside, right? But when it rolls, there is going to be some in the inside. That's giving all
Now,
more
question,
flavor.
sir. Are we seasoning this chicken at all?
Salt and pepper. Let's throw a little salt and pepper on there. My hands got chicken, so I'm not going to mess with it. You can throw some.
Use my hands.
Use a spoon here.
Use my ham.
Just sprinkle a little salt and pepper on it. All right, that's good. Salt and pepper on everything.
Salt and pepper on everything. It's a salt and pepper party.
Okay.
All right. No, babe, I need something.
Let me give you another one.
You can give me that little teaspoon thing.
Here,
right there.
here. Just sprinkle a little salt on there.
Sprinkle this.
Okay. Now I'm gonna put my breast in the middle. Breast, right? The reason why I'm putting the breast in the middle because breasts dry out a little more.
You're not.
Go ahead. You can put some more salt and pepper on that.
Yeah, we need some seasonings. We like seasonings. Hold on, let me get some pepper.
All right. Salt and pepper. Yeah, it's gonna be seasoned all the way through. I need a little more.
What?
That's all right. Don't worry. Same
see
thing
that?
over here. Come on, salt and pepper.
Babe, you putting too much on there. That was too much pepper, sir.
Okay, come on. It's okay. It's gonna have a lot more flavor on there. Yep. All right. Now I'm gonna take this and I'm going to roll it. But now, do I want to roll it long ways or?
You might do a better roll that way.
Yep. So I'm going to do this rolled chicken. Yeah, it's not rolling good enough for me that way. So I think I have to do it this way. And that is why I flattened them out just a little bit. I'm going to roll them as much as I possibly can. And after I roll them, I am going to tie him. All right. So
Is that string good enough? Is it long enough?
I don't know. I pre-cut it. So
This is a longer piece here.
yep. This one's going to work for me. All right. Making sure I don't have anything cooking over there. Okay. So if you were to do your pork would be good like this as well. And you do not have to use string. So I'm doing string with this, but because I found that the string was easier to keep it together, but you could, and we're going to cut it off before we serve it, but you could very well do toothpicks to hold this together as well. All right.
Okay.
I'm going to add one more piece on there.
I would have liked a little more season. But I guess the chicken broth is going to season it.
No. We're going to put, you'll see. This chicken is going to have
now,
its
if you say you'll see one more.
the
That's
chicken,
his favorite word. You'll see.
You get
Sir,
excited.
I'm looking right now, and I don't see no seasonings on this chicken.
Yep.
Sir.
Chicken's going to get some seasoning. All right. So we got the chicken ready now. All right. And I'm going to get this frying pan here.
Okay.
So, babe, you can put in this pan 2.5 cups of water. You know what? I think that I might use a pan that is a little deeper. All right.
What are we making in there?
We're going to make this cashew chicken. I hope I'm pronouncing it correctly.
cashew chicken.
All right, so
2.
let's go here.
How many cups of water?
All right, so skip the water, and we're going to go with first 2 cups of dark soy sauce. So 2 cups of this.
Okay.
So chicken chashu, CHSCHASHU, chashu, chicken chashu. All right. So you got that 2 cups of dark soy sauce. So you see why I want it with a little bit of edge.
This is 2 cups.
All right. Wait before you put it in there. Put it in here.
All right.
All right. Now 2 cups of water.
Okay.
Oh, that's me, right?
Yeah, you right there.
All right.
You're not gonna rinse it?
Well, I'm gonna rinse it. It's all going in the same place.
Okay.
Okay, 2 cups of water.
2 cups of water, and now what?
3/4 cups of sugar. Let me get the sugar.
Okay.
So you got your. I think I have a
My
3/4
1/4 cup.
up right here. Half. 3/4 cup sugar. Put that in there. And now we're gonna need our sake. So on our sake, we're gonna do a 1/2 cup of sake. So this is the Nikko Oni Japanese sake. A lot of people cook with this one. Let's move over a little bit. Make sure we're in the camera.
All right, here's the sugar.
You can dump it right in there. And now, what did I say? A 1/2 cup of this, right? So, and a 1/2 cup of sake.
Now, sir, are we putting alcoholic beverages in our meals now?
Yes, we are. This is going in our chicken. And let me get rid of some stuff while you're doing that.
All right.
Mix that up a little. And then we got to go over to the stove.
Okay, you gonna take the pot over there?
Yeah, so I'm going to take the pot over here. So I'm...
Ooh, chow.
Alright. So you got that ready. Now, I need some kind of oil. What do I have? I got some olive oil. I'm going to put olive oil on the bottom of my pan.
So I just keep
That was the
stirring
bottom
this
of that.
until
No, that's it. Just mix it up good.
it's mixed.
Alright,
Very
so
good.
come over here now.
Okay.
Alright, these in my hand. Give me some stronger tongs.
Oh, so we cooking this?
Are these stronger?
Yes.
Alright, so,
Y'all back up.
is this the strongest one I have?
Yeah.
Isn't it? No, here we go. This is much better. Alright, so we're browning the chicken. Now, if we had the chicken skin on it, we're looking for that chicken skin to get golden brown. So we've got, well, a couple sides. So I'm going to boil it. I'm going to fry it on every single side. I got it on high because I'm watching it.
What about this? The
The
fish.
fish cake is fine. It's fine. Yeah. You want to get a shot of that so everybody can see
What, the
it?
fish?
Yep. And let's get some lights on. There we go. So that bad boy is steaming up. I
You got the broth on in the back. The mushroom, shiitake mushrooms, the scallions in there. Now, what is this big pot of water?
So that's going to be for our noodles. So if you're making a bunch of different type of noodles, I'll get this out the way.
Put it in the sink. Put it in the sink.
Okay. So all we're doing is browning the chicken on the outside, getting it nice and crispy, right?
Okay.
You see the grease is popping everywhere, of
What
course.
did you put in there? Olive oil?
I put olive oil in there.
Okay. Yeah, that grease is popping.
Grease is popping. Yeah.
Popping.
Don't matter how many times I wipe it because it's going to keep popping. So I turned it down a little bit, but I'm watching it, so I don't mind it cooking on high.
Okay.
All I'm doing is browning the outside. Once that outside is browned, we're going to put that marinade we made inside here and let it cook for about 15 minutes or so.
Oh, we don't have none already done?
Nope. No, but we got a lot of other work to do in the meantime.
Oh, okay.
All right.
So now we need to pour this in there?
Yep. So you see, you're starting to see some little crispiness in there. Go ahead. You can pour it. And then everything will stop popping so much. Go ahead, you
Yes.
can pour the whole thing in there, babe.
Oh,
Go ahead, pour it in. Keep going. Dump the whole thing in there. We're going to get that to a boil, and then after it gets to a boil, we're going to turn it down.
do we need to put a lid on there?
Nah,
Okay.
we don't even need a lid on it.
Okay.
So,
All right. So what we gotta do next?
I see some of the sugar sitting at the bottom, so I want to get all of that sugar in there. All right. Alrighty. So, far as the ramen is concerned, now get rid of my stick pin. All right.
Don't stick yourself, please.
Let's start moving some things out the way so that we can start preparing all of our toppings. So what we're gonna do is let's cut up these jalapenos and green onions and let's get them ready so that when the chicken is done, all we gotta do is slice the chicken up and put that on top.
All right. So what we cook? You want to put peppers?
Yeah, let's do a pepper
All of them?
first.
Oh.
Yeah, I already pre-rinsed everything. Now,
Babe, you calm down.
I'm sorry. I'm going to slice this up a little bit. Now, some people get very spicy. I don't necessarily care for it really spicy, so I'm going to stop cutting about right there.
They real spicy?
When you get to the seeds, they get spicier, right?
Oh, I smell it. Yeah,
You smell it, right? So I don't necessarily want that level of heat. That's good for me. So these mushrooms, I've already cleaned them off. I wiped them off with a paper towel. I'm going to take the stems off.
Now, that's one thing I don't like. So I'm not putting them in mine.
Yeah, and I'm just going to slice them this way. And when we're making ramen, of course, if you're making it at home, just put whatever you like, right? But if you're making it at home and you got some guests and you want to make it look a little prettier, for presentation, I would say add some different things. I've seen people put corn in there, and the corn is yellow, so that's going to add another pop of color. We've got a lot of
I probably would have used some.
We've got a lot of different greens, but we're going to have that fish cake that's pink. That's going to add a pop of color.
I would have used some of the color peppers. No.
Maybe. All right, so we've got some mushroom here now. Now we got to do this green onion. Meanwhile, I'm going to give this.
So you want me to try to cut this? You cutting all this onion up?
Okay. Yes, but these are already pre-washed. Let's take this stems off first. Then I also like to take this edge off. Those tips that look a little crazy. Probably nothing wrong with them. You could keep them. The other reason why you can keep them, when you're making your broths, I'm going to cut it in half. And then that way, if I cut it in half, I don't have as much as far to go. Now, let me rinse this again because we got to get our ginger and garlic ready.
Ginger and fresh garlic goes in there?
Yes. It depends on what you like. So I'm
going to peel. How much ginger are you using? Because I'm going to peel it for you.
Go ahead.
Which one? Which much?
Not much. The other thing is I've got some ghost pepper flakes. You can put that on there if you want some crazy heat too. And I've got some hot and spicy oil as well. That's going to give it great heat. So I've got some garlic here, minced up real nice. And I kind of want to give the person I'm serving, the option. I can put all of these things around their bowl and give them the option of what they want to put in there. All right. So we didn't put a timer on our chicken, but I think we're okay.
You think it's done?
No, it's not done. No way. So, and that was a thick piece. But what I want to do is, from time to time with that chicken, I want to rotate it. So the chicken, we're not going to leave it on the same side all the time. If we're cooking it for 15 minutes, I would say every 5 minutes, let it rotate. And you'll see it's starting to get that dark color, that dark brown color. It's looking really good.
So here's the ginger. This is what I used to peel the ginger. See how quick that was?
That was quick.
Yeah, I know.
Right. Nice.
You're gonna mince it, right?
Nah, you can if you want. I mean, you can do it any way you want to do it. I probably wasn't going to mince it. I was going to probably do it in like little sticks or something. I don't know. Depends on what you want. Some people might not even want fresh ginger on there. I don't know. But I'll mince it up if that's what you want. That makes you happy.
Mince. I don't. I mean, you can leave it like that.
Sorry, I already started now.
Mm,
Let me come around this way. So some of the same ingredients we used earlier, right?
Yes.
I think I did like the ramen when it had the hydrated seaweed in it, but keep in mind that seaweed is when we're putting it in that really hot broth.
It's gonna cook.
It's not going to cook. It's just going to rehydrate. It's already cooked. That's a toasted one. Actually.
What is this, babe?
That's
from
hot and spicy. Oh, read it.
Atagi red pepper flavored oil.
Yes. All right, we're coming down to the stretch. We got some
Ooh.
nice ginger there.
Something's really potent over here.
What's potent? What do you
Oh.
think? It's the onion. The onion.
Oh, where's it at?
Right there.
Oh,
All right.
is
Now.
that everything? Here.
That is. Let's get that out the
So
way.
we have our bean sprouts, scallions, garlic,
I'm
ginger,
gonna rotate that chicken again.
hot peppers, mushrooms, and what's this? Babe, what's this?
Oh, bamboo shoots.
Uh,
All right. So before we get ready to get to our chicken, let's taste our broth that we made earlier with our chicken flavor broth mix from Shanghai or Shanghai. All right.
this is
So I'm gonna put some of that in a bowl so that you can taste it.
I have my little spoon
Yeah.
right here.
Yeah, you can stay right over there. I'm coming. So I haven't tried this. This is the first time I'm trying this.
Trying what? The
This
chicken.
broth.
This chicken broth. Okay.
Yeah. Okay. So let's try this broth. Now, this broth is really good, actually. Yeah, I'm actually surprised.
This almost tastes like the one we had at the Philippine restaurant, maybe. Sorta, kinda.
Yeah, a little bit. Actually, yeah, that broth is really good. Right now, we're getting ready to show everybody how we make
Noodles.
the noodle pack.
Okay.
All right, so
Grab the noodle pack. Now, are the noodles packs going in the broth or the water?
they're going in the water. Yeah, I don't know what water is, but they are going in the water. So I'm from South Jersey, and we say water.
Sir. Sir.
Okay. Right. So a couple different ways. I need a pot to make this in, and I already got water boiling. So typically I'll get a strainer, and I'll drop my noodles. We can get rid of this now. That was really good. But I'll put my noodles in the strainer and put it in that pot so that I can keep using that same one over and over, that same water.
Okay.
Because let's say I'm making this for everybody, right? I want to make sure I keep my serving together, and I might do different broths. So I might have a pork broth over here. Checking my chicken. I might have a chicken-based broth. I might have a vegetable-based broth. These that we bought, that pack comes in different flavors already. So I might be making different kind for the night. So I'm not gonna mix it all together or anything, right? So I gotta get a pot and some water boiling for that broth. Okay, so I got my pot here and my measuring cup for my water. So we said we're gonna put, I think it's 1 cup, but let me double check. I'll show everybody exactly what it says on here. So they think you should mix your broth with 1 1/4 cup of water. All right. 1 1/4 cup of water. 1 cup and 1/4 cup. So that's going in this pot, with, and you gotta watch it because 1 1/4 cup of water is not a lot of water, so we don't want to boil our water and our base out.
Now
right?
this is with the broth that came with the
This
pan.
is the broth
This is
that came
separate
with
from the broth we're already making.
Yes, this is separate,
So you don't have to do both. You can do one or the other.
one or the other. And
While we're doing both, I have no clue. Back to your regular schedule program.
oh, I poured
And
it
you
in the
poured-
bowl. Hey, you said goofy stuff making me think crazy. All right. Well, I did want everybody to see it, so. But the water, put that on the stove. That's it. Let's turn that water on. Get that to a boil.
Okay.
Okay. Now you got our noodles.
Yes, we're only doing one pack?
We're doing it one at a time.
That's all we can do is one at a time?
That's all we can do is one at a time.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, because they don't have to cook long, right?
Right.
Okay.
All right. So come on, let's go over to the stove. I'm dropping this in there. Boom. That's it. Time it. You got a timer?
For how long? 1 minute?
1 minute, 15 seconds. That's it.
Okay.
On boiling. So that water's boiling. Let's find a timer. Here's a timer. So I'm going to just put it on 1 minute. I think 15 seconds have already went by.
So,
All right.
do we have to have any broth, or are you going to pour the broth over top?
Yeah, we got
Do we
the
need to
broth.
slice this up?
So here, yeah, we will. That's going to go on the next one. Here's the broth that we
Just made in the
this
pack.
is the broth that came out the pack. That's our broth in the back that we made with our soup mix. That's our chicken. That's our fish cake. As soon as that's done, we're going to start the plate up. So
I just want to show. I don't even know how to use these.
I got you. All right, so here's our ramen. Now keep in mind we're getting ready to drop some hot broth on there. Ramen's already ready. Cooked for about a minute. Now, before we drop that hot broth on there, I want to dress this guy up.
Okay. So you,
All right.
you need this your knife because you got to cut.
So I'm going to put some mushrooms on there. I'm going to put a little bit of garlic. I'll put the garlic on afterwards. I'm going to put some mushrooms, some bean sprouts.
Where's your scallion?
They're going to go on too. I'm going to put my bamboo shoots.
Your seaweed.
I'm going to put my jalapenos on there. I'm going to put my seaweed on there.
Oh, baby, dropping it.
That was a lot.
Something is boiling.
Yeah. And that's our broth. Our broth is ready. Oh.
I don't know if I'm going to eat some of this one because
All right.
you got mushrooms in it.
So, boom. We're going with the broth. Right? Then after the broth. Okay. Eat it.
Oh, the fish cake don't want to come off.
There we go. Fish cake. Alright.
The fish cake do not.
There we go. Fish cake.
Okay.
And now we gotta put our boiled egg in there.
You need the
I can't wait.
tongues.
Yeah, I can't wait till we get to the chicken one. Now I guess I'll take your little.
Bread in the back, in the back, in the back, in the back. Yeah. So pretty. I'm gonna turn the stove off. You left the thing on. The back.
Oh, the back burner. Okay.
Oh, not this. Oh.
There's our soft boiled egg that has been marinating, and it has that brown color. Oh, that's really soft.
Oh yeah, that might be too soft.
It's not too soft. All right, let's taste this broth. So everything that's in here, that green onion, that mushroom, all of that is gonna give it flavor. I guess I'm going for the egg first. Oh, it's hot.
It's good.
Very
I just want to taste the broth because I'm not gonna eat. I think I want a chicken one now.
All right. Let's take this out and let's get to the chicken now.
Now you're going to need another cutting board to cut it. You can use this.
I got this one, but this is big.
Okay.
All right. Okay. Let me get rid of some of this stuff. All right. We got another one now.
Oh, now we got to make some more noodles.
Yeah.
Where the strainer?
Okay. Before we do that, I'm gonna take our chicken out and let it cool down, and then we'll do that.
Okay.
Okay, let that cool down. So
Look
there's
at
our
that
chicken.
chicken. Looks good.
Chicken's looking really good.
You put the noodles in?
The noodles
You
are
put the
in.
timer
I
in?
put the timer on.
Oh, you on it, sir. I'm so proud of you. Oh, be careful, babe, with that knife. Let me move back.
Yeah, you might want to move.
Because you and your favorite knife. I told y'all, he not going to use no other knife.
All right.
That look like a little baby pig.
Well, the pork one, I like the pork one a lot. So there's the timer.
All right, let's get our bowl ready.
Okay, you got your bowl.
Wait a minute. Use this one.
No, that's a big
that
one too.
one.
All right. So
So you going to slice this bad boy up?
you about to hack him up, not slice him up. All right. Checking my ramen here.
Okay.
And it cooks so. I like that it cooks so fast.
Yeah.
You know, 1 minute and we're done.
We got to dump the...
I didn't cook another pack of broth because I'm going to use our broth that we made for this one. Let's do the chicken. So
Tastes good.
yeah, I guess I didn't rotate him enough, right? All right. So my glaze that I just heated back up, I'm gonna give that a few more minutes on there. That chicken going back in. Chicken's going back in. Chicken needs another minute. Chicken needs another minute.
Make sure you rotate it a few more times.
I didn't rotate it enough. All right.
So we can still dress this up.
We're gonna dress it up and put the chicken on later.
Yeah.
Right. Make sure
Our
my
noodles is getting stiff here, buddy.
They coming. I got some broth coming. Let's get rid of this. All right. The broth is going on in there in a minute.
Is it going to last?
Yeah.
Okay.
Of course.
So is this mine?
Yeah, this can be yours.
All right. I
Go
would
do
like egg. Oh, I don't know if I like my egg that runny though.
All right. Well, it's on there now. What else do you want?
Scallions,
Okay, I'm gonna put them on top.
bean sprout, seaweed, everything else except for the
Okay, so
pepper.
bean sprout, bamboo, and what else? Garlic, ginger, garlic,
Seaweed.
ginger.
Oh,
All right, a little seaweed. Okay,
this egg cake or egg pie, whatever it is.
fish cake.
Oh, fish cake. I
Yeah.
said, where I get egg from?
I don't know. All right.
Okay,
That's
that's
good.
good.
You want to try it without anything on it?
Just a little piece.
Put you in the mind of
Cakey.
like, put me in the mind of like imitation crab. Actually, I think they're made out of the same thing.
All right,
Okay.
so we need our broth.
Yep, I got your broth coming in 1 second.
This is going to be our chicken one. But again, all the ingredients and everything will be posted on the website. I'm sorry, website. On YouTube. Make sure you follow us on Instagram. My wife _ cook. And also on our YouTube channel, My Wife Can Cook. All of our previous shows are there.
So let me get you some of the chicken.
And We getting ready to dig in, y'all. Make sure y'all post in the comments some other meals you would like for us to cook. And here we have our ramen
Did we give you some scallion?
with. Here we have our ramen with chicken. Look how delicious it looks. Now I'm going to try some.
What? Do you?
If I know how to use these things.
Yeah. You want a fork?
I'm going to try to be fancy. I'm going to try to be fancy.
Well, you can use this too. It's the combination.
Yeah. Lord, Father, God, thank you for this meal. We ask that you bless it, Lord. Thank you, Father. Jesus' name.
And tongue.
Let us taste.
Chicken's looking really good now. Pull them out.
Really good. Good taste, good flavor. That's good. So, are you making you one, babe?
No, I just want to pull the chicken out, let everybody see the chicken, and
Okay.
then we're gonna close it out.
All right. Well, while you're doing that, I'm gonna be closing my mouth with some food in it. And
So because I put the chicken back in slice, I don't have to, like normally what I did was I poured some of that broth on top of the chicken, but I put the whole chicken back in there now, so we don't
you
have
grab
to
some of
actually
this
do that.
seaweed on here. Really good. Good job, babe. Good job.
So here's that chicken that we talked about earlier, fully cooked now. We got our broth. Stop. Hammer time. All right.
Here's the chicken.
So now I got to make my son one, and then we're ready to go. But you see, we made a couple bowls really quickly.
Yes.
Okay. So
We get ready to wrap up.
we're getting ready to wrap up. So now I got to make my family dinner. We cooked for the show. Now it's time for the family to eat. So
Yes.
I got to make, my son loves ramen. So Derek. So I'm going to take, and I didn't say his last name. I was joking. But no, Derek loves ramen. So I'm going to make him a nice big hearty bowl of ramen. And when I make mine, I am going to drizzle it with this here red pepper flavored oil. And that's it for
Okay.
tonight. It was fun.
Yes.
And remember, find some stuff you like to put on top of your ramen. Things that are going to add a little pop of color. You have some fun with it. Use different bases for your broth. You could use a beef broth, a pork broth, a chicken broth, a vegetable broth. And really just have fun with it,
Yes.
That's what I'm going to do when we get off the air. I'm going to make mine. I'm going to top it with every single thing we have here. But I'm going to make mine a little spicy.
Yes. Yep. So thank you all for tuning in to our ramen portion of My Wife Can't Cook. You will be notified the next time that we are making something. Again, give us ideas. We're always open to ideas. Stay tuned we got some things brewing, so stay tuned for the announcements or, in the group. Love you all. Be blessed. Be encouraged. Have a blessed rest of your week. Good night.